Hello, so today I'm going to be putting together another piece that I'd pre-arranged and where I gathered all the source material some time before, and now I'm going to put it together. So as always, now I'm going to put I put these in these folded pockets, and so it keeps them all nicely together. Bits don't get lost or damaged. And what I generally do is when I've decided where I know where pretty much always where I'm going to put something before on the beforehand when so I mark it up on there a note so this thing of money is to go to the left of the balloon, and I've wrote a note on here. The For You label is to go over there. Hopefully it'll stick okay because it's a bit mangled up. What I'll do is I will put it underneath my mat, see if we'll flatten it out a bit. So I've got as my base picture, this picture here, this guy with a weather balloon. I'm guessing it's a weather balloon, weather test balloon. I don't know if this is part of 22, 25. Yeah. So here, so this is actually the centre page. Scientists carry out weather tests at the poles. So it's a weather test balloon. So a little bit of information there. So first, I shall trim this bit off here. I'm not doing it straight at the fold because, as you can see here, there's some marks where the binding went through, a string binding. And I've got nothing that I'm putting on here that would cover that. So put this to one side and that'll go back in the books, so I can use that elsewhere. So here I'm going to have, I'll get rid of this. This side isn't going to be used. But here I have some polar bears rummaging through some rubbish, and that's going to go in the bottom right, as my note says. Here we have this this protester in a gas mask popping out. He's going to be popping out from, well, they are, I don't know if it's male, if the person's male or female. He's going to be popping out from behind the ice. So yeah, so this person here is going to be coming through behind the ice. This must be a fairly old picture because they're all in shell suits. And lastly, sorry, losing my command of English, this astronaut is going to go to the right of the balloon. So let's get all of this cut out, shall we? So here first, I'll cut out the protesters, and I also always try and see how well I can preserve what we've got at the back, and even sometimes where I'm cutting from here, because if I cut out carefully enough from here, this picture is potentially still useful to me. I could put something over there. So, because when you're not doing it digitally, source material is precious. So this one is obviously, this is one of those ones where it did. I let the progress of how I looked through the book kind of decide what kind of piece this was going to be, what was going to go in there. But pretty off soon, by the nature of the book that I took this from, because there's a book about, most of these are from the same book. These this and this certainly are, and so's this one of the polar bear. They're from the same book about the Arctic, so once I think basically I came to this bit first. First maybe, and yeah, it was. And basically, as soon as I had that, it was going to be a environmental piece. Of course, I have no title for it yet, as I'm cutting right now. That may come later on when I come to upload it, though, hopefully. That's that cut out there, and then I've also got the little flap that would go in there as they pop out of from behind the snow. That's that one bit done. Next bit will be the polar bears. And like I said, I can keep this for something. The other side's no good. It's all coming together now. I'm going to try this on here, see where. Yeah, that'll be fine, so I don't have to cut out underneath here. It'll save me a bit of work. Because as the saying goes, work smarter, not harder. So I'm not going to cut out anything that I don't specifically need to. As I said before, when cutting out, I like to cut away at bits. Only exception I might have to do that is if I had to do something where I'd remove the shape of an object or a person. But something like that is exceedingly difficult to do without messing it up. So any pieces that I've done where it has had that effect, it's usually I've done them digitally. So that's just made life so much easier. Because if you make digitally, if you do something wrong, you can always redo it. Here I have a rough idea, reasonably confident about how I could do things. I don't know, I didn't need to cut out for this polar bear, but anyway, that's those bits. Now next to this bit, I'm cutting out the money. For the kind of artwork I do, it's usually fairly political, social commentary based. So for me, if I always see images of someone holding money or of money, that's usually quite useful to me, because usually people doing bad things, it's because of a financial reason. It's for some kind of financial gain. So money being the root of all evil is useful for this kind of artwork. Now here you have the purse, the corner is cut off by the image. So since it's black, I'm just going to, wrong pen, I'm just going to draw in where the corner of the purse would be. There we go. There's a buckle here. Since it's not black, I can't draw it in. So what I will try and do, I will try and round it a bit more at the bottom to make it appear a bit more deliberate. Now, what I'm going to do, when I initially cut off that sleeve, however, I've just noticed the sleeve at the bottom is very out of focus and it goes away at the edge. So the sleeve is gone and it's just hand holding money. Let's tidy these up a bit. And again, the dark bits around the edges, I will use a pen. I think not a biro may not be as suitable first, but something where the ink is a bit more free flowing around the edge. So you don't get so much of the white lines. And tidy this a bit. So that's that there. So this will come behind there. Turns out I didn't even have to do some of the work that I did. I didn't have to colour in that corner, but at the very least it gives an indication of the kind of work you can do. And now the very last piece to cut is the astronaut. And this is obviously from a book about space. So this is the one that's going to take the longest to cut. And I'll see what I'm going to do about this here. I think I originally had the idea of sort of trying, just out of boredom, sketching a boot there, but I think I'm going to have his foot, where his foot disappears, go behind this building here. So there will be an element of unreality and surrealism to it, to this social commentary. And we'll see how well the spaceman being on here will work. Now it's this bit here that is going to be the hardest, I think. In fact, to make things a little easier for it, and it probably needs anyway, once I get to that bit, I'm going to change blades. Because I can feel as I prick it on there, it's not as sharp. It's still sharp, it's not as sharp as I'd like. Especially a bit there. Because I have to drag or push down a bit harder than I ordinarily should do. To cut these. So I'm going to look on here to see how much I actually need to cut. So I have both feet going beyond the buildings, but I don't need to cut beyond here, so that's something I don't have to do, which is good. So that's that now. So like I said, I'll get my glue ready. I will change blades. These here are very good blades for if you're going to do with a scalpel. These Swan Molten ones, you can usually get them from craft stores. However, this particular pack that I have, I bought a massive, because I usually used to buy them only like a few of these silver packs at a time. But I managed to find online on Amazon a box, and this box here, which has 11 of those packs in, so this will last me for quite a while, because there's usually about 5 blades per pack or something. Little silver pack. See how many it says there. Doesn't actually say on there, I don't think. Well, there's usually, I think, about 5, because I've taken 2 already, and there's 3 left in. So yeah, so brand new blade, like instantly cuts a lot easier. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to lose this bit, because I'm just making more work for myself, and it's not really necessary for the piece. So around here. I'm trying to make it look as nice as I can. It is very tricky. And this is why I changed the blade. Let's see what I've cut so far. Now this is where the hard part is. It's going to be very difficult for me to see. I have to do it this way around, but I've got no way of holding it as well, because I am left-handed. So this, I have to Be very careful. That's it done. That bit out, and now I just tidy the pipe. So that's all that cut. And so next I'll be back and we shall be putting this together. Hello again. So now we're going to got all the pieces cut out. We're going to put this all together. So we have here, I'm going to work with the astronaut, and as is typical, I did all this work for nothing because actually no, I'm going to make things a bit weirder than normal than they already are, and I'm going to actually have, even though the feet are going behind the buildings which are in the background, the front part of the tube is going to be up in front of the balloon, and this is for no other reason than just to be odd. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut through here first. I'm going to make no attempt to cut around the chimney because I won't need to, because you won't see where it's cut. And again, just to be lazy. But here it's not going to be a straight cut. So now off this foot comes, so I can slide it in because it won't be necessary anyway. Just to see how well this goes in. So I'm going to go for this one actually. Off you go. That's how that is going to look. So as always, I have my trusty gluing pad, which is on the back of the book about television, which I still will take pages from, even to the point where it'll end up being just the back cover that will be the gluing part. So let's poke this back in here. These are the tricky bits, almost, because glue can be a bit sticky, as you well know. So that's that bit stuck down. Already looking a bit weird. So the next bit will be, as I go from right to left, these bits being stuck on here, the polar bears and the trash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stick down this corner here, because I don't know where it will come to on the actual page, just so I have a decent amount of coverage. And here we go. So eventually, obviously once the glue and everything's dry, I'm going to trim this around here so you won't see any of that. So the next bit will be these people sticking out of there and behind the ice. So popping up from ice, I shall have them coming out from here. That's these coming out. That's those two people there. The last bit will be the money, which is which obviously is going to represent the people that are ruining the environment. So you have the protesters here, you have the evidence here, you have the people searching for evidence here, and also actually there's this here. I almost totally forgot about that. So let's glue this here. What I'm going to have to do now is lift this back up. Put some more glue on it to stick it back down. Because I did have a toy with the idea of having it going over the part, but I made so much effort into cutting that out that it would seem appalling to cover it up again. So, and I mean, the For You is a potential title, but another one, which is what I may actually merge the two titles, is called Why Deny. There's a little dig to climate change deniers out there. That's that putting in there, and we'll stick this down here. So I'm not keen on this sort of blue line here, so cut that a little further around. Further down here. That's a little neater. So this is the piece. I've lost the lid to my glue stick, but I'll get that later. So this is how the piece looks. I'm going to see where I'm going to sign it. Maybe here. And title it. And this is this piece here. Now obviously it'll look come on more together when I can trim these bits off once the glue's dried, because I don't want it snagging it all up. So let me know what you think. Do you like this? I'm quite impressed how it's turned out. And like, share and subscribe. Any comments and likes will help, and certainly subscribing will help me. My description has my link tree, which has my links to my socials, and it has a link to my Patreon, but also below this video there should be some of my merch on for sale from my spring store. So I hope you like this, and I shall speak to you soon. Thank you.